Part 1, Foundations. Chapter 1, A Day to Create Yourself. The secret to uncovering the essence of Shabbat begins with how we define work, productivity, and creativity. To survive and thrive in the world, we have a lot to do. We work to acquire food, clothing, and shelter, to make a living, to build and shape our environment. We are drawn to measure what we have accomplished through our work, evaluating our worth by what we have created. All the things we can touch and count become symbols of our achievements. This is one kind of human creativity. But there's another kind that produces accomplishments that are not material, tangible, or quantifiable, that cannot be weighed or measured or priced, products that cannot be seen or touched. This is the work of becoming a better person, a person of values and meaning, of character and wisdom, with rich and enduring relationships dedicated to a life of doing good. These two kinds of work and creativity are inextricably bound up with human identity. We need both. We need to build and shape the physical world around us, and we need to build and shape our inner world. How do we balance the two? How do we find the space and time to engage in two such profoundly different modes of creative work? Shabbat is the answer. It gives divine rhythm and balance to our lives. As it says, 6 days you shall work and accomplish all your tasks. From Sunday to Friday, we work to create our material world. And the seventh day is Shabbat for God. Shabbat is the day for a special kind of work. We focus exclusively on creating ourselves, on the inner world of character and relationships. Of course, during the week too, there are continual opportunities to grow spiritually through all of our other mitzvahs. But on Shabbat, this inner creativity is our sole focus. Just like God, the ultimate creator, we too are creators. To create is deeply embedded in our souls, which are a reflection of the divine. We have a mitzvah to emulate God, which refers to his compassion and kindness, but also his creativity. We follow in God's footsteps, living in the very same cycle with which he created the world. He created the physical universe for 6 days, and on the seventh, he created Shabbat. The seventh day was an essential part of creation, a completely different dimension of it, the spiritual dimension. Just like God, for 6 days, we create our physical world, and on the seventh, we create the spiritual world. And it's not just that we live as a shadow in God's cycle of creativity. We are his partners in creation, active participants in his constant renewal and creation of our world. On Shabbat, we stop creating the physical world, we cease imposing our will on our environment, and we turn our creative partnership with God inwards. We create ourselves and our relationships. God gave us the laws of nature as our partner for creating the physical world during the week, and he gave us Shabbat as our partner for creating ourselves and our inner world. The immersive experience of Shabbat gives us the framework, space, and guidance to create ourselves. It gives us the wisdom to be successful in this great endeavor. It brings balance to our lives. It reminds us that we cannot only be creators and shapers of the physical world out there, that once a week we need to pause and focus our creative energy inwards. When we cease all external creative work, we can focus instead on internal creative work, on developing ourselves and our most precious relationships. And through this process of self-creation, Shabbat rewards us with a divine recipe for finding happiness. Shabbat reminds us that our purpose goes beyond mere physical survival, that we have a higher calling to become great people. Of course, both physical and spiritual creation are essential. This is the rhythm that God has given our lives. 6 days for creating the world, and then 1 day for bringing it all home, creating ourselves. Shabbat reminds us that our most important accomplishments in life cannot be touched or measured or priced, that our greatest work of creation is ourselves.